We all know Metallica uses a lot of harmonies in their riffs. Some of them can be reproduced with harmonizer pedals like this one, the Boss PS6 Harmonist. I made a top 10 video before with those riffs. If you haven't seen it already, please check out the link in the description. But some of their riffs have harmonies in different keys or intervals, so they are too complicated for just one pedal. For this instance, a second harmonizer pedal can be used. Since I don't own two Boss PS6s, I used a Zoom Multistomp with its pitch shifter and HPS effects, with the latter recreating the sound of the PS6 in major or minor mode. I switched between the two pedals with the Boss LS2 line selector. To achieve the sound of two guitars playing at once, these pitch shifters should be placed after the gain or in the effects loop of your amp. I did something similar and you can read all about my signal path in the description of this video. And now on to the top 10. The first riff is the intro from Moth into Flame, and it harmonizes in fifths and thirds in the key of E minor. So the PS6 is set to a fifth below and the Multistomp to a third below in HPS mode. The instrumental track, To Live Is To Die, has this riff in the middle of the song that starts off by one guitar and later a second one comes in. The riff is harmonized in thirds almost completely, which is done by the PS6, but there's one note with a fourth interval and that will be produced by the Multistomp. The bridge of Master of Puppets is quite tricky. You think it's just in E minor, but it actually switches to an E harmonic minor, since there's a D sharp in the riff. To achieve this, the PS6 is set to thirds in E minor and the Multistomp is set to thirds in F sharp major. Inamorata is full of wonderful harmonies, but they are too hard to reproduce on the PS6. One riff that can be done with these pedals is the last one, because it harmonizes in perfect fourths and fifths. Both pedals are set to the pitch shifter mode. The PS6 is set to fifths and the Multistomp to fourths. Once the iconic intro to Battery is played by electric guitars, it's basically just G major and A minor chords played in different inversions. This is perfect for the 3-voice harmony in the PS6, which is set to a fourth and sixth down. The other one is a third and fifth up interval, but the Multistomp can't do a 3-voice harmony by itself. So the fifth interval is produced by the T-Rex Quint for this riff. The opening track to Death Magnetic, That Was Just Your Life, has a harmony in thirds in the key of G minor, but the last note is in the fourths interval. The harmonic solo in 1 is almost completely in thirds in E minor, but in this riff there's also a fourth interval. The harmonized riff in Wherever I May Roam is a little bit weird. It changes between E minor, E major and F major. When you play the upper riff, you can set the pedals to a third below in F major and E minor. Orion's iconic harmony starts off in fourths but switches to thirds halfway through. This time you can set the pedal to E major. Number 1 on this list is the Freddy Dance of Sanity. The harmonies start off in thirds, switches to fifths and then to octaves. The thirds and fifths are done with the PS6 in 3-voice harmony mode, and I switch between them with the LS2. The octaves are reproduced by the Multistomp. So these are my top 10 Metallica riffs for 2 Boss PS6 Harmonist pedals. Once again, all settings on the Zoom Multistomp can be recreated by the PS6. This was the part 2 of this series. Check out that video on the top 10 Metallica riffs for just one PS6. Did I miss a riff? Please tell me in the comment section below.